So the healing power of music. You know, the great thing about that is it starts from the inside out. Because music goes right to the human heart, to the human soul, and to the spirit. And because of that, it has no boundaries and it has no divisions. It can overcome everything. This was a video that we created to give the world an example of how we can use music to go from the darkness to the light. When things are bad in the world, we can use music to help uplift us out of this. About 5 years ago, myself and a small crew decided to travel around the world with a mobile recording studio. At the time, we were powered with golf cart batteries. And then eventually technology improved. And we traveled around the world searching for inspiration, searching for what can we do with the power of music? How can we unite everybody together as a human race? Throughout our journey, we met amazing people, incredible musicians, and I just want to give you guys a little bit of insight of some of the examples that I've had, that I've experienced, that talk about the healing power of music. The first example would be the children's choir that you saw in this video, the Omagh Youth Community Choir. This choir was formed in 1998 in Northern Ireland after a terrorist bomb killed hundreds of people in the town. The town of Omagh has been divided for hundreds of years between the Catholic and the Protestant. This bomb really destroyed so much of the potential of them uniting together. And so a gentleman by the name of Daryl Simpson formed the Omagh Youth Choir, but he added one rule. In order for the children to be a member of the choir, their parents had to participate and had to join the board. Because it wasn't the children that were having any difficulties or any division, it was the parents that were holding on to years and years of hatred and division. So he formed this choir to give the parents something bigger than themselves to believe in, the future and the hope of their children. Now, at the time when he started this choir, you know, they had different schools, they lived on different sides of the town, there was a lot of division. And when we went to record them, now they share the same school, the kids have sleepovers, the parents have become best friends. So much of that is due to the power of music and to the power of the Omagh Youth Community Choir, because it gave them something bigger than themselves to be a part of. And that's one of the great things that music can offer us in this world. Now another example was we went down to South Africa, and we took the crew through all the different townships to the post-apartheid South Africa. When we got there, our guide, his name was Lesego Rampoliking, and I remember him saying to me, you know, down here, we play music to stay as far away from the grave as possible. You know, so in my life, you know, I had never imagined that this is true, you know. People play music just to stay alive. Now, we went into the township of Guguletu, South Africa, which is about 30 minutes from Cape Town. And you're driving into this township and you're passing through millions of little shacks. And it's poverty like nothing I'd ever seen before in my life. And we come up to a home of a gentleman named Pokey Klaas, who was a bass player, and we were kind of seeking him out to see if he would be involved in the project. And when we got there, we approached Pokey, you know, and a few years before that, my brother had given me a picture from a book called A Day in the Life of Africa. And in this picture was Pokey performing with some other musicians on the street in this township. And the photograph, it had so much soul that I said, wow, you know, I really want to go there and find that music. So we did some research on the internet, found out Pokey was his name, and that's all we knew. So when we went down to South Africa, we started asking around, and we found one guy who said, oh yeah, Pokey, he's one of my best friends, you know. I'll take you out there tomorrow, and we'll meet him.